Hello, I'm Arash Farabashi, Director of Broker Experience for HealthNet. And thank you, brokers, for your partnership with HealthNet, and thank you, Word & Brown, for the opportunity. Today, we'll briefly discuss our Q4 updates and promotions with Mara Zamaripa, and then discuss updates, programs, and a fascinating new opportunity for large group with Jennifer Click. To get us started, I'd like to introduce Mara Zamaripa.
Thank you so much, Arash. My name is Mara Zamaripa, and I've been here at HealthNet almost 14 years, and I handle the Inland Empire. And with that, I'd like to go ahead and go to the next page and introduce our team. For San Diego and Imperial County is Leticia Ruiz. Ramona Chamon is for Los Angeles County. Tonda Moses is for Orange County. And I'd also like to mention Chris Patton, who joined HealthNet a few months ago as our Vice President of Small Group Sales. And we're committed to creating and continuing our partnership with Word & Brown, and together writing new business and helping you write and renew new business with HealthNet. Let's go over to the next page. As you can see, as we enter Q4, HealthNet has continued to be very competitive, and great announcement as we look into Q4 for Southern California. In all the regions, you'll see great opportunities with the reduction of the HMO rate on the full and whole care networks, which are really our #1 selling networks. What we see is with HealthNet, it's having a broader network and richer plans is what's making it very successful for us in each of the different regions. Let's go to the next slide. I want to share a little bit about each of the different regions, but on an overall basis, my #1 seller for HealthNet on the HMO is the Whole Care Network, with the Whole Care Gold 35 being one of the #1 plans it sells on the HMO side, with the Platinum 30 as well. And then on your PPOs, it's the Gold 80 and the Silver 70 plans that are the most competitively priced as well. When you look at networks, again, for us, our success will be the Platinum and Gold HMOs that have the broader network and the richer plans. Northern California does continue to be a PPO area for us, and you'll see the plans are the Gold up in that area as well. Let's go to the next slide. Here's a really good savings opportunity flyer we put out every quarter, and really it's for you, the agents, so you can compare and see where HealthNet stands. This gives you a quick example of Q4 for one of our regions, Region 15, and we're looking at the competitors against HealthNet and which of our networks, which Whole Care is the #1 network for us, and it gives you an example. And these are available every quarter, and just reach out to your local AE for these flyers. Let's go to the next slide. Under underwriting, and we can continue, go to the next page. The standard underwriting guidelines allow a group between 1 and 100 to choose between 2 packages, Enhanced A or Enhanced B. And the difference on the 2 is the participation can be for 6 to 100 can be 50% for Enhanced Choice A or 35% for Enhanced Choice B. And those are standard. Let's go to the next slide and we'll talk about the promotions we've got going. So we've got an HMO Express program, which now it's calling it Express Program Plus. And here's what it is as long as a group offers any of our HMO plans and you get at least 6 employees enrolled, they can pick amongst any of the HMO plans. But we just recently added, as we enter Q4, the ability to also put in a bronze level PPO plan with this Express program. So be on the lookout for an update on that, but it is available. Secondly, we've got the Salud package, which allows you to write a Salud into any group as long as HealthNet gets a minimum of 2 employees enrolled. And you can mix and match any of the Salud products with that. Let's go to the next slide. I wanted to quickly mention HealthNet is really the granddaddy of the tailored networks. And this is a breakdown of the networks we offer in the small group arena. It also, remember, we do have community care, another network available in 3 of our counties, which are Los Angeles, Orange, and San Diego counties. These network listings are available online, and we're more than happy to get them over to you for your analysis. Let's go to the next slide. Ancillary is also a great way to get into a group. Sometimes it starts with a voluntary. The beauty about HealthNet's ancillary is we can write groups down to 2. on a voluntary employer paid. It comes on the same bill as medical. It can be brought in as a group is written, or you can bring ancillary mid-year. This is just a listing of the providers we use for the ancillary programs. Let's go to the next slide. And here's some of the differentiators on the plans that you can review and take a look at. But really the top seller here is the, on the PPO is the Essential 1500, and on the HMO, your top seller is the 150 plan. Let's go to the next slide. One of the other things to have you be aware of is that the renewal timeline is here as to when you're going to get your November and December renewals, and our goal is to help you both retain and renew your groups as well as writing new business. And with that, I'll turn it over to my counterpart on the large group side, Jennifer Glick.
Hey, thanks, Nora. So hi, everybody. Thanks so much for allowing us to kind of get you updated on where we are for large group going into very quickly Q4 and Q1. My counterparts are Don Rasmussen, who works in the Orange County, San Bernardino, Riverside area, and also San Diego. And then Dan Monahan, who has primarily Orange County with some areas of LA, some unique partnerships with our brokers there. We're right now in between a Northern Cal rep, so continue to send those Northern Cal opportunities to our quoting inbox, and we will handle those appropriately. We've got some really good news coming out for Northern California that I'm going to touch on in just a minute. Next slide. So with the HealthNet Advantage, really, we have been able to really get innovative solutions out to the marketplace. We've always been a carrier that has been able to focus on really providing choice and affordability and flexibility and really a solutions-oriented focus. Our ability to provide solutions for Kaiser-heavy groups, for those low participation groups that we seem to have a bunch of out in the marketplace. We're a local-based company, and those decisions that we need to make to get quick to market with key decisions such as this, we can do very quickly because all those happen here. We're not having to go back east to get approval for market updates and program updates. Again, flexibility and access to care. Our HealthNet beginnings with helps with transition into new benefits, implementation guarantees on every group, and implementation calls to set that roadmap for successful enrollment and onboarding, and then dedicated EDI reps, which today with so many groups utilizing electronic data transfer and the emphasis on making sure privacy is there, that the accuracy is there, they're more impactful than ever before. Next slide, please. So we've identified that in our marketing and our pricing, our strongest positioning are going to be in 4 key counties. It's going to be LA, Riverside, Orange, and San Bernardino. So if you've got a group that's based in one of those 4 counties, you're already set up for potential for a very strong position. Our network strength is, as Maura mentioned, we have been a pioneer in the tailored network concept. Salute is our flagship tailored network, but our ability to provide multiple networks with a flexibility in plan design really allows us to provide a benefit and a network for an affordable price point that is going to work for your group. Our ideal quoting characteristics and industries, we're a California HMO carrier. That is our sweet spot. We've been California's HMO for over 40 years. So those groups that have 70% or more of their membership in California are going to be the best fit for us. Groups that have a high PPO demographic and or a high out-of-state demographic may not be the best fit for us. And in fact, groups that have in excess of 30% of their membership out of state are probably not going to be a good fit for us. We might have to step away from those. Our top 4 preferred industries to kind of partnership and be best of friends with our positioning by geographic region and network are really going to be business services, manufacturing and machinery, religious services, and computer services. I'd also like to throw in there that educational groups, schools are really also a great industry for us as well. So these are great discussion points to have with your account exec. Next slide, please. We've really taken our finesse for tailored networks and taken it to the next step. We've developed an internal program to be able to identify based upon group zip codes, to look at proprietary desirability for networks if members had absolute choice over all the IPAs that are available. So it provides us some predictive desirability and helps us have a more relevant conversation related to the quote that we've provided and how tailored networks may be able to get positioned to provide some additional, not only flexibility for plan design, but affordability and cost savings for the employer. And in that, we will provide strategic mapping indicators. And it really is, it's a path to enhance cost savings. Next slide, please. So in our enhanced choice portfolio, we've been very proud that for the last year and a half, we've been able to provide renewal guarantees for groups that do qualify. Typically, those are groups that are, again, they're in our enhanced choice portfolio, which allows up to 6 plans. But the groups would have to be getting a trend renewal and have no high claims. And depending upon the investment that we're applying upfront in that proposal, we may be able to get a renewal guarantee for them that can range anywhere between 7.5% and 9.5%. And that's really going to vary based upon the plans and networks that are being placed and how much, again, investment we've placed upfront with regard to the rating. A group that is putting in perhaps Salute or Smart Care only might get a 7.5, and a group that's putting in up to 6 plans with, multiple plan variations, Smart Care, Salute, all these different networks might be more in line for an 8.5%. But it's definitely something that I'm working with my opportunities on every single group, as are my colleagues Dan and Dawn. It's part of the overall proposal. We want to make sure it's a rich and robust offer to the group. Next slide, please. Our EOA deductible plans were a new design that was launched last July, and we've seen really great feedback on these. In fact, they were actually, born out of broker feedback. Several times a year, we conduct or have conducted, broker advisory committees where we invite a small group of key brokers in the community to come and really discuss with us, and we Tiger team, where can we take our strengths and enhance them? What are you seeing in the marketplace that is a need that's not being addressed? So deductible facility plans were a concept that was brought to our attention in that prior to them, our benefits were too rich in oftentimes going against deductibles with Kaiser or Anthem. So in that, we're now able to get better plan parity and better able to compete. They're available in Elect Open Access and Excel Care, and we're really proud to get you in on some first news that going into 2021, next slide, we're taking those concepts for deductible facility plans and we're extending them out to Salute, which is really going to be a game changer. You've got those groups that want to go in, they want to get a base plan with a buy-up that might be a really great funding opportunity for them, and this is going to be a great opportunity for them. Additionally, for 2021, we're introducing 2 new HMO and EOA plans, the 35-30%, as you can see, and we're also introducing a brand new PPO plan design. Again, this is based on feedback we're getting from the marketplace. And with that, if you think about it, if we're getting these great benefits in, we're able to get competitive, come in either at or under current, and you tie it with a renewal guarantee, that's phenomenal. I would like to point out that with those renewal guarantees, right now our trend renewals for Q3 are 9.9. Going into Q4, they're looking at 11.9. So if you can get those groups with a renewal guarantee of 8.5, you're saving them money off the top of the bat, and that's really applying some future forecasting for funding. Next slide, please. So with Enhanced Choice Solutions, this is a program that really works well for those groups that you may have where they either have excessive Kaiser enrollment, so it's 100% Kaiser and they've been dying to get a slice, but you're really hard pressed to find an option for that, or it's a Kaiser slice program already and that Kaiser enrollment has really, that penetration has taken over the group. And now they're looking at potentially going 100% Kaiser or 100% somebody else. And that's not going to be a good opportunity or a good situation for either side of that house. So again, born out of feedback from our brokers, we developed this program. We've basically taken a select group of networks and plans from our main portfolio, And for those groups with excessive Kaiser enrollment, we have modified our participation, made it extremely flexible. We'll go down to 20% or 25 enrolled based upon the total benefit eligible. And it's the greater of the two. And we'll look at those groups to put them down the path to being reviewed for this enrollment. If it's a sole carrier group, those groups that we see every day, they are struggling greatly with low participation and facing either getting renewed and having to stay as is and taking whatever they get, or, you know, worst case, being cut loose by their current carrier. And neither of those is a good situation. So we want to take a look at those groups, and we can also put them into this program, same benefits and networks that would be available. And we flexibly modified that participation to a 33% or 33 enrolled, again, which greater of the two. And we'll look to see if this is a viable option. It's a conversation point. It's not necessarily, you know, going to be something that every group is going to be open to. But if you've got a broker with one of these accounts and they need to come in and present a really viable option and give them a choice where they may not have one otherwise, this is going to be a game changer and something that they're going to be able to come in and put on the table and give their client options. And really, that's what it's about every day of the week. Next slide. So we're going to take that advantage that we have with our multiple networks and our pricing and our micro markets, and we really want to take that and take it to the next step. You know, we've got a lot of groups that are out there that we lost over the years because our pricing just wasn't there. So we're going after that business. We call it win back business. We look at those groups very closely. We apply preferred pricing to those groups. We also, on those groups, look to apply additional rate guarantees. So if you've got a group that you think might be a win back, or you've got a broker that has a group that knows was with us previously, this is something we want to talk about. We're applying premium credits, which are premium holidays. We call them special rate adjustments or SRAs. And we're on groups that qualify. It has to be, you know, fit some parameters that make sense for us. You know, we are applying anywhere between a quarter of a month credit to up to a full month. And a full month premium credit, honestly, if you look at it on an annualized basis, that's worth an additional 8% off the annual premium. That's money that's credited to them on their first bill. It's money they can put back into their company, to hiring employees, to keeping employees, and to keeping those benefits in line. We also are able to provide full board budgets for wellness, or maybe it's tech or communication and admin to keep the open enrollment going. So if you've got a broker that is looking for a carrier that can provide those types of budgets, definitely bring it to our attention. We're going to take a look at that. Wellness budgets come with a dedicated wellness coordinator who's going to work with that group to either continue the wellness program they have in place or to help them develop one. Much like with small group, we provide we provide on our ancillary, we have a multi-line discount up to 2%. And on our life, if it's $25,000 in life AD&D and the group's under 250, we have a life rate match program. So it makes it seamless to move from carrier to carrier. Next slide, please. So, oh, nope, there you go. So here's some great news. We're so proud and really excited to be partnering with Canopy Health in Northern California. It's a game changer. We're very proud of the fact that we won one of the 2 exclusive contracts with Canopy Health. They are a game changer in Northern California. They're doing amazing things up there. And we will be quoting starting next week for Canopy Care for 1/1 effectives. It's its own network. There's going to be 15 plan designs, more to come on that. We're going to have some marketing pieces coming out. But for those groups that have 20% or more of their benefit eligible in the service area for Canopy Care, we can now provide a quote for these products. And it's really a phenomenal partnership. They're a great entity, and they're doing wonderful things up there. So really excited. We've got a contact on that slide. Be sure to send your quotes over there, and we'll see. This is going to be a busy, busy time of year for Q4, even more than it was. Next slide, please. We are quoting Q4 and Q1 right now. Send your quotes in. Really excited. And if you've got any quotes that have been previously quoted earlier on in the year for some of the deductible plans that we have out that were just recently added and you don't see them in there, let us know and we can get you an updated quote. Again, thank you so much for taking time. We're looking forward to a great Q4 and Q1. Stay safe and take care of each other, everyone.